Welcome to the YellBro Road. I am Jordan, and today we're going to talk about this new movie called Disclosure Day, uh, and some funny, weird. You can see on screen right now some funny, weird stuff. But first, don't forget to share, support. Hopefully, donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. I am in that Discord right now. All opinions are welcome, and obviously, everything I show you will be linked in that same description box. You to look at on your own and study and yada yada yada. Let's get fucking into it now. I, you know, I wouldn't call myself a movie buff, but I very much so love film. I love film. Uh, it's my favorite medium of. It's tied for my favorite with anything that Metric makes, the musical band Metric, whatever they make, tied with them. But so I'm gonna go about this a couple ways because there's the film part, and I might do more film stuff on this channel, by the way. But there's the film aspect, then there's the conspiracy aspect. So I want to just, like, I guess, just say my thoughts. Should be like a short video, but I'm just gonna let it fly. Uh, so first, before we get into the movie, this image came out like what was this? Either yesterday or the day before, where it's like, yeah, what the fuck is this? And I get why people are like a little spooked, if you will. Like, what the fuck is this shit? What is that? And when they say posted and then almost instantaneously removed, they mean Trump posted this himself and then removed it very quickly, as far as I understand. Now, am I saying these are aliens? No. Or maybe they're just like, Targaryens, but paler. Maybe they're I don't know, Circus Soleil. I don't fucking know. But it definitely is weird, especially with people that were anticipating this movie. Like I think a lot of people went to see this movie. Uh, it is weird timing. I'll say that. But just wanted to show that. But let's get to the movie part. Uh, it is from Derek Bros, who's a what the kiddies would call an independent, you know, journalist. The haters will call him a conspiracy theorist. I just call him Derek Bros, whatever. But what he says here is, wow, okay, I just got out of Disclosure Day, and I will definitely be doing a video breakdown. And he's gonna go on to the other theories here, but I'm gonna start with the movie part uh, before I get into where Derek Bros might be going. And I believe that live stream's gonna be in my where I'm at right now, my time right now, in like a couple hours. But I just wanted to do this video before that even came out. Like I was gonna like react to it, but it's too late in the day. I just wanted to just do this video now, honestly. While the movie's like relatively fresh in my mind. Uh, but yeah, as a movie, just as a movie, without any theories or anything about it, just as a movie, I think this movie fucking sucked ass. I think it was dog shit. Uh, from from the CGI animal, like I mean, oh wait, sorry. Let me just say this, in case you're new here. If you're new to hearing me talk, hi, I'm Jordan. Hello, or YellBro, whatever you want to call me. If you're new to hearing me talk about film, there's no such thing as spoiler free. You just say what you think about the movie, whether it's in gunky, choppy words or it's very concise. As long as this is what I saw, this is how I feel about it. And yes, of course, how do you review a movie without the spoils of it, like the plot lines, the point of the movie? Uh, although once again, it's always it's always spoilers. If I'm talking about movies, it's always spoilers. Just so you know. Uh, even though this breakdown might not be so spoil laced, it's more so just uh, once again, just a summary kind of what I think about the movie. It didn't demand enough after watching it. It didn't demand enough of like a very super long drawn out review of it. But what I took the movie sucked. From the seat, and these are the biggest two complaints to me. The aesthetics to me were horrendous. Uh, from the and once again, I don't mean like how good the cameras were, like in HD, how good the sets were. I think more so like the context of it, from car chases to people trying to escape situations. Right, they're escaping the government that's trying to get these alien things, or they're trying to like tap into this alien thing. Uh, where it's like when you see it in context, I don't care how pretty of a picture it shows you. The context of it makes it suck ass. It's like watching, Nolan style, cinematics, but it's just some guy taking a shit on the toilet. Like, oh wow, I got to beautifully see someone take a shit. Amazing. What a great movie. So context definitely matters. And then there was plenty of visual things that are also way off, which is like I was saying, those CGI fucking animals. What was it like? There's like a buck, a fucking cardinal, and a raccoon. I'm like, what are these woodland creatures? Like, look how they looked. They looked faker than stuffed animals. I don't mean taxidermy. I mean like kitty, like teddy bear, stuffed animal. It looked faker than that somehow. I'm like, this shit looks horrendous. Why would you like? I understand you don't want to like get their hands on with actual animals and harm them, and they're hard to control. And I'm sure there's like a whole thing in Hollywood where you're not allowed to do certain things anymore, like you know actually use actual animals in your film, where you're actually like physically controlling them or trapping them and get them to do things. I understand that, but there's ways to write things where you don't need like fuck the animals. Then like leave it out. Like honest to God, if it's so bad, leave it out. What's the Gordon Ramsay thing where it's like listen, maybe you uh messed up on this dish, right? Maybe you undercooked it. Why the fuck are you putting it on the pass? Why are you handing it to me and say, "Hey, give this to a customer"? If it's not on point, just don't give it at all. Start over and try again. And that's the way movies should work as well. Don't like cuz it does a disservice to the audience or to the customer, if you will. So if it's dog shit, just leave it out. Find another way. If you don't know how to do CGI to such a good degree to where it looks like actually real or practical, looks like practical effects at the very least, then don't do it. Straight up, don't do it. Uh, and for me, the biggest problem, which is a theme within horror movies in general, right? I know this is an alien movie, alien sci-fi, but they're going with a sense of horror to it, right? Of like like Disclosure Day. It sounds like daunting almost in the way that the trailer is, and then the pacing in the beginning of the movie, where it's like very eerie and it's like something bad's happening, and you know, when it comes to this disclosure stuff. Uh, but yeah, so it's kind of in that same genre, and what they do is they hide what we're actually about to find out, right? They hide it, which is the smart thing to do. You hide the reveal. You hide it, but this is a common theme, and I've seen a lot of dog shit horror movies. Like, no offense to them, right? They more so have like very low budgets, and they're trying to aim at a particular niche audience, right? But still, similar thing of hold back reveal, slow build up, set the storyline kinda, and that's where it's like, okay, this is kind of okay. This is all right. I can fuck with this. The same goes with Disclosure Day. Like, oh, I can fuck with this. But then the revealing starts happening, where they start showcasing what the movie's actually about. Here's what's being disclosed, essentially. And more often than not, it's usually something that's a failure. You don't want to have build up, build up, build up, and then let down. You want build up, build up, build up, reveal, and it's like, oh shit! It's almost like it's a brand new. It's like a brand new movie within the movie, where a new peak of interest happens. A new like, oh my god, what's going on here? Right? Or an oh my god, what the fuck just happened? We're here now. What the fuck? Like in a good way. But instead, this movie, those aliens look horrendous. They look terrible, bro. These fools are crip walking through the fucking room and shit. What the fuck is this? It looked you're right. It looked like a low budget movie, but I'm sure. But what did Teddy tell me yesterday? It was on the movie itself. I think it was like $115 million spent. I think, and I'm sure the total budget's upwards over $200 million, right, for marketing and all that other shit. We've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of trailers at least. Maybe I'm being personally targeted, but I've heard everyone talking about this movie, so they spent enough on marketing. But the movie itself, I'm telling you, once the reveal happens, lit down, an absolute lit down, where there's no like deeper subtext to it. It's just, hey, aliens are here. and it's almost taking us for granted, the audience for granted, uh, just saying like, well, hey, look, aliens, that's not normal. So like, you should be like shocked and like, oh my god, this is amazing, or this is crazy, or I never would have guessed, or something like that, right? It, they're like taking us for granted versus writing a deep subtextual story about us, right? The creator themselves talking to us so that we can communicate with each other on that abstract level through abstract intelligence. That is absolutely missing in this fucking movie. It's unfortunate, but it's fucking missing. Uh, and I think a better example would be Arrival, starring Amy Adams. What is that? Dennis Villeneuve, something like that. Famous guy, the Dune guy, right? Uh, Arrival was a fucking excellent movie. It had aliens, it had slow paced buildup, and then it gave you an actual payoff. I'm like, oh fuck! All the things we saw happening beforehand have deeper meaning now because the reveal is dancing with that original buildup. Now, when I rewatched the movie, I had that reveal in mind, that excellent reveal in mind as I watched the movie go by. Where I'm like, now I'm like picking up new things that I didn't notice the first time watching. That's called, to me, brilliance. That's brilliance. This movie, once again, no subtextual stuff, no Amy Adams where they're playing with the concept of time and the concept of our emotions, our feelings attached to time, right? And our emotions attached to our minds, right? Like on and on. So like there's subtext to it, and it's excellent. But this movie is just like, hey guys, aliens, right? Right, guys, aliens. Come on, we all like aliens, right, guys? Come on. And it's just like these ugly gray, big head gray alien thing, the stereotype thing, and I'm like, oh, fucking corny, cornball ass, corny shit, cornball ass, corny shit. And they also made they also made like the aliens kind of benevolent in a way, but at the same time they also captured two children and like did some alien shit to them to give them like magic powers, and even like their idea of like they went with like a yin yang balance between the two characters that get the alien powers. Fuck, Emily Blunt and the guy from Challengers, whatever his name is. Got the character name. But those two characters, right? They gave him the masculine features of mathematics and pattern recognition and all that shit, right? And they gave and like, you know, on the surface intelligence. Then they gave the girl like, oh, she's has the more feminine style thing of intelligence of hey, psychic abilities and ultimate, I guess the ultimate empathy, right, is being able to understand someone from their own lived experience, right? I'm like, okay, I say fair enough, but it seemed like a cheap version of those things. A cheap version of a quote unquote true masculine. I'm going in the woo woo now. Forgive me. A true like masculine and a true feminine. These are like shallow versions to try to trick probably people like me that look for stuff like that in film. It's probably an attempt at a trick in regards to that. Potentially, maybe not. Maybe that's how deep Spielberg or the writers can think. Maybe. Uh, But yeah, it didn't scream like an actual yin yang thing. Like, go watch Black. You want to see yin yang? Go watch Black Swan. Go watch Natalie Portman's character, and that is to me an actual expression with deeper subtext and context to it, uh, or subtextual context to it, to give you like a tangible idea of a yin and a yang that you can actually grab, like in a way, tangibly grab and bring home with you versus this shallow thing of, oh, he's good at math and she can read minds. Wow. Got it. Yin yang. Fucking kiddie pool shallow water shut, in my opinion. So, yeah. And if you want to, if you heard me I was ranting about it last night, and this is going to sound harsh, but I'm telling you right now, considering the amount of money that used, the amount of hype they put into it. Oh, actually, I'll leave the hype out. But the amount of money, the name involved, right? Steven Spielberg, the caliber of actors you have, and Emily Blunt, she's pretty good. She's all right. The guy from Challengers, he was an awesome actor. Colin Firth, I mean, come on. All right, you have some good actors in there. So budget, the actors you were allowed to have in here, and let's be real, the amount of time you could have taken. I know studios have like budgets and deadlines and all that stuff, but it's Steven fucking Spielberg. Let's be real. In reality, that fool has no fucking limits, bro. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can own a studio and say the movie comes out when I want it to be out. He could do that. There's no excuse there. Uh, with all that considered, plus once again, the laziness of build up, build up, build up, right? Slow pace build up. You don't know what's going on exactly. You're trying to like, hey, what's going on here? You could have guessed aliens, but you leave it open, right? Uh, what's that movie called? Race to Witch Mountain or something like that, right? Race to Witch Mountain, I believe. It's like it had like that kind of vibe going on, which is like, okay, fine. But with less revealing, right? It's a slow build up. Like, okay, what's going on here? It could be aliens. Maybe it's something else we're trying to figure out, right? Okay, I see the government involved. Okay, I'm sure it's aliens now, but what's the point? What's the purpose? Where are they going? What's the point of the aliens? Are they here? Are they here to destroy? Are they here to save? Like, what's going on? And just that reveal is just such a letdown when they actually get to the whole point. The letdown is it's just like, oh god. And then the way they look, like, oh, corny. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? In the shitty 1960s, old video that doesn't even look like 1960s. Like, guys, come on. YouTube editing could do better than that. Come on, guys. But and animals too. Some guy in his basement can do better CGI animals than what the fuck I saw in that movie. Uh, it was just almost like magic powers for the sake of magic powers, right? Magic alien powers just for the sake of it versus, hey, do these powers mean something? Like actually mean something, right? Uh, so yeah, in a long-winded way, my score is going to be surprising and very quite low. Initially, when I was ranting last night, I love film so much. I got upset. I was upset because of like how shitty of a movie it was. And I was like, the score just kept going down. I'm like 1.5, 1 point, I kid you not, 1.4. I don't rate movies like that. I don't just go to 0, 10 out of 10, 0 out of 0. I try to add nuance to my scoring system here. And it was like, I think the lowest I got was like 1.2. 1.2. Granted, not gonna the week before, right? Last week, I gave Masters of the Universe like a 0.9. I'm like, that to me was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I kid you not. 0.9. I don't rate movies like that. I don't rate them that low, but that shit cracked it broke the barrier. Anyways, so yeah, I got as low as 1.2 or 1.1 for Disclosure Day. But after, got to settle with me and think about it a little bit longer, I'm going to settle at, officially, a 1.9 out of 10. That means horrendous. Absolutely horrendous of a score. Horrendous of a movie, considering all the context. 1.9. I mean, put it in the shitter and flush it. All right. All right. Let's move on from the movie part and go to the second portion of Derek Brose's statement here. So he says, my initial reaction is that something feels off. It definitely felt like predicting, I guess he means predictive programming, preparing the public for some version of disclosure relating to aliens. Personally, I believe in life from other places and dimensions, etc. I know lots of people see this as demons, and I don't know. Okay. But the timing of this release, with the ever increasing talk of UFO disclosure, definitely makes me feel like we are being prepared. Okay. Miriam and I assume his wife, his girlfriend, his mom, I don't know. Miriam and I both feel uneasy and uncertain after watching it. Video coming soon. And what I mean is, it's Miriam Adelson. He's working for Israel. So we got him. See, we got him. I'm trolling. It's okay. The second portion, the conspiracy aspect, right? Which is worth looking at. The idea of predictive programming is not some foreign idea to me, and becoming more and more, considered in modern times. I would say, especially with the internet around, obviously. Although I think a lot of people, there's a lot of reach that happens from these political guys because they, in my opinion, they can't. They're so good at the on the surface, journalistic information, right? Factoid. Here's what happened in this part of the world. Here's the event. Here's the evidence for it. And like they're so locked into that arena where they may miss out on abstract language, abstract intelligence. They may not be not feeding that part of themselves enough, or that part of their minds enough, potentially. So when I see someone like, who is it? Robbie Martin, Abby Martin's brother, talking about The Dark Knight, I'm like, you missed the fucking movie, didn't you? You're looking for George W. Bush, War on Terror, aren't you? Meanwhile, the movie kind of says the exact opposite, and I think tells a way bigger, deeper story. So thus, your political brain rot made you miss out on something excellent. And it's not excellent in the sense of, I had fun, but I mean like existentially. There's ideas there, ideas that, let's be real, are less and less in the mainstream. I know this movie was from 2008, The Dark Knight, but still, and Batman Begins, which is from '05. But there was artists that are on the mainstream level doing fucking blockbuster movies, right? Putting these elements, these deeper storytelling, these deeper things where they're telling you something about life itself, at least from their perspective, but that's worthy, right? That is art. And you tell me if you want art to go away. I would hope not. In fact, I wouldn't even believe you. Yeah, take your favorite song and throw it in the fucking garbage can. Never listen to it again. In fact, let's hook up some machines and erase it from your memory. No music, no film, no TV, no photography, no painting or portrait and sketching and cartoons, no, like all that gone. All of it erased from your memory and from your life. You'd be the saddest motherfucker on earth. At the Hassan Piker who doesn't listen to music somehow. I'm like, man, you're fucking weird for that one. Nothing? You don't like whistle jingles from a commercial you saw? Like nothing? There's no music at all in your life? That's fucking crazy. And pseudo-intellectual. But yeah, either way, going back to the conspiracy aspect here, the idea of predictive programming, right? These are a real phenomenon. Not every movie's like that, in my opinion. I think there's some genuinely dope fucking artists out there. But the idea, I think, is realistic in certain scenarios. I think on my old channel, or my other channel, Art is Dead, we watched a documentary and reviewed it. And it was talking about, the CIA working with certain people in Hollywood to do propaganda, right? And that's in the same lane. Since we know that on paper, why wouldn't there be a thing where they play at your psyche to get you to maybe be comfortable with something, which is what predictive programming is, right? As far as I understand, to be comfortable with something that may come later on in the quote unquote real world, right? So if you use this alien movie and you start disclosing, if you will, and you get people mentally prepped for the idea of aliens, where one day if the government ran some sort of psyop with aliens, and then hey guys, listen, listen, I got Bob, Johnny, and Gary. They're aliens. All right, they're fucking aliens. Right? If the aliens come out one day, maybe it would be less of pandemonium and more so like, all right, now their guard is down. Right, their guard could be down, and thus we can throw in ideas once their guard is down. That is psychology. That is manipulative psychology 101. Do something to throw them off, shake them up a bit mentally, and then you replace their natural defenses with their natural answers for things, or what they would actually think about it in this scenario. You replace it with maybe what you want them to see, or maybe you have a tune of like, what do people go towards, on average. We've seen this idea in regards like fear, right? Especially like remember the George Bush era, where fear was like a big thing, where it's like, hey guys, there's Al Qaeda hiding under your bed all day, every day, like, or even like the nuclear scares, hide under your desk thing, where it's when your guard is down, right? Your psychological defenses are down, or relatively down, and you're scrambling. It's chaotic. You don't know what to do. Well, here comes some asshole to come and say, hey, you should do this. What's the old term? Problem, reaction, solution, shock doctrine, Naomi Klein thing. Like on so like this is basic psychology, and it fucking works. Let's just be honest, right? I've said this before about Iraq. It's very unpopular now, right? The Iraq War. It's considered very unpopular amongst Americans. But when it was going on, it was, I think, 70 plus percent of the country was like, yeah, let's go to war with Iraq. And he used the fear, the psychological event of 9/11, whether it's inside job or not, right? But just the psychological event of it. You take that shocking moment where people are now scared and worried and like, man, what's going on? And okay, let's replace what you maybe normally do, where maybe you're more clear-minded. Let's replace it with, hey, them over there, let's get them. Yeah, they did not. What 9/11? I'm pissed off. Let's go get them. Even though Iraq has nothing to do with 9/11, the Iraq, the Saddam Hussein Iraqi government had nothing to do with fucking 9/11, at least on paper. But yet somehow a bunch of Saudis and Pakistan or whoever the else fuck was there, somehow that translates, these guys, flying planes into buildings, translates into let's go to Iraq and fuck them up. Because all of a sudden, in fact, like Arab meant you might be one of them. And in fact, it spilled over to Indian, you might be one of them. Like if they see the fucking rap shit on your head, they're going to be like, yo, these motherfuckers are Bin Laden's cousins, bro. Go get them. Right? There's like taxi drivers getting their asses beaten in the city, man. So you could fuck with people psychologically. I do that. And we've seen all the fucking movies in that time period of, Jihadi John fucking, in some movie, shooting up a mall or holding a mall captive and terrorist events and all that stuff. Like it was a thing, man. And it fucking worked on a lot of people. They have more so become disillusioned by it, but who's to say it wouldn't just work again? Maybe just time passed and you got comfortable, in this new reality. But why wouldn't it be possible if it to work again, right? Why can't they use aliens this time to do the same thing? Just saying on a conspiracy level, why not? Why not as a possibility? So I say, hey man, worthy of thought. I know I'm rambling, but it's worthy of thought. Consider the idea of a conspiratorial thing happening with all this, and I'll be honest with you. Sometimes movies are so dog shit that I'm like, there must be some sort of agenda behind it. It's so dog shit. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. To where it's like, yo, there must be like either they're money laundering through this movie or something like that, or some sort of like weird, nepotism situation. Something off. Something not right is happening. And you can't go with Steven Spielberg and say nepotism, right? You can't say, for the most part, lack of talent. So that's like, what is going on? And then you see this image right before this movie comes out and all once again, the more recent UFO talks. And if you think about it, a movie like this had to be made years in advance, right? You didn't make this yesterday. Yes, we have a release date, right? Of summer 2026. But the movie had to be made, I'd say, at least 2 years ago, right? Maybe less than that. The way they, maybe less than that, because it looks so. Once again, $100-something million budget, but it looks cheap as fuck. It looks canned in, lazy dog shit, honestly. And I don't blame anyone for thinking that, hey, this looks like a government project and not a, genuine work of art film. I wouldn't blame them. But I'll leave it there. Actually, one more thing. And I make a joke about this, but listen, man, I'm correct. I'm pretty on point with this. When someone told me, or when I found out that Spielberg was the one doing this movie, I'm like, oh god. Not because his, body of work is the worst thing ever. Right? He has some fucking hits, man. You got some bangers in there of fun, entertaining films, right? Not so much on the depth part, not so much on the meaningful part, but on the have fun and, family moments and, oh, heartwarming, right? And it's just like coherent. But as time has gone by, his movies have been more and more dog shit. And I said, yo, Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, and Guy Ritchie, and Ridley Scott. Let me throw Ridley Scott in there too. And Ridley Scott should hold hands and walk off into the sunset and never make fucking movies again. Either go to South America, do some fucking trippy shit, have some ayahuasca, do mushrooms or something, do something. Get like break down your ego somehow or something, some shit like that, and be renewed as something else. Because what we're looking at right now, this same old shit with, let's be real, less and less quality storytelling, even on like an entertainment or a political front. Hey guys, it's time to pack it up. Go enjoy the Knicks, Spike. Spielberg, go. I don't know. Spit on Palestinians. Whatever you would do. Forgive me for that. Forgive me. You and Jerry Seinfeld gonna go spit on Palestinians together? Oh wait, there's no such thing. My bad. No such thing as Palestinians. My bad. But it's like it's over. Guys, listen, it's over. GG's. Wrap it up. Go do something else. I beg of you. As a film fan, I beg of you. But and Guy Ritchie's just always been mediocre to trash to me. He might have like one or two decent movies, but anyways, I'll leave it there. There's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree or disagree. Let it be known in the comment section. Maybe you love the movie. I'd say, good God, get a better palate. Get a better palate. Straight up. But whatever. It's sure it's subjective, sure, but let's be real. Quality is quality, and trash is trash. You can see it. You can see it, man. In my humble opinion. But please, and also for the more political minded, uh, what conspiracy wise, do you think that they're prepping us for something? Is it predictive programming? Uh, what do you think? Is there something nefarious behind this? And also, like, I plan on. I did this whole Art is Dead channel when I kind of walked away from politics. I'm probably gonna do a lot more movie and music and in the realm of quote unquote entertainment stuff. Although I don't view it as, I do view it as entertainment, but it's not the core of it. I view it as works of art that try to uplift anyone that can grasp what the movie or music or song or show or painting are trying to capture or showcase to you. It's meant to try to uplift you or push you down, right? Or shit on you, right? That also exists. So I might mix in more stuff like that, even in gaming, sports. I might mix more of that stuff in here because if people that have talked to me, like either on Discord or in real life, uh, I I am I view the value of that shit as much as anything on earth. And in fact, it helps you out in the realm of politics. It does. If you're strictly political brain rot thinking motherfucker, everything's politics for you. Well, guess what? You can't do politics without the world of politics is not what it is without psychology. Whether they're using psychology to trick you or to quote unquote uplift you. But psychology is a part of it, or just to examine the scenario. And philosophy, same thing, involved with all these things of politics, morality, all this stuff. And I think you can get more of a visceral grasp of the concepts through things like film. Well, for me at least, through film or music and poetry and on and so forth. Right, through art, through literature, through someone being giving like a true expression of something, so that you can like, man, I can almost like viscerally see the concept. I can almost hold it in my hand or put it in a fucking test tube to understand it, to examine it. Right, and that is hyper valuable. If you can do that shit, critical thinking is no big deal. If you can read abstractly, critical thinking is no big deal. And that is heavily needed in the world of politics. If you've seen what's been going on, less so with the content creators and the politicians, but more so with the audience. You see what they fall for, who they gravitate towards, and it's like, oh no, critical thinking is hyper needed, super duper needed. So yeah, and I'm trying to maybe relate the two. So might do more content like that. Either way, leave a comment. Go ahead. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We're in that Discord right now. All opinions are welcome. And obviously, everything I showed you will be linked in that same description box for you to look at on your own. And I say, not for quality reasons, but for curiosity or for examination, I'd say go check out the movie. Just bootleg it though. Bootleg it though. Don't get these fools money for that shit. In my opinion, you don't have to listen to me, but in my opinion, don't give them money for that shit. But I'll leave it there. Most importantly, with all that said, give this video a thumbs down. It goes down.
Say you wanna get in.